This is Bristol. Welcome to Volksfest. Lovely to see you all. I'm Adrian from Bristol Volksfest. Yes, I've been to every single one of them, and I'm at number 30 very soon. 31 years in truth, because you know why? That little bug that sort of put us out of action. Well, I'm sat in a field here. Part of it's been cut and part of it hasn't. This weekend is a big weekend for us. That's 3 weeks before the show. We're building away, and luckily I've got lots of friends to help me. Well, going back in the day, as you say, the late 80s and early 90s, it was a thriving scene all around the country. The scene was buoyant. It was a good thing because people who could look after them easily, the parts are reasonably cheap. If you knew a friendly welder, then you were right in. Bristol was a great place for it because it was a big catchment of people from here all the way down the west, all to the surfer dudes down in Cornwall, and the West Country was a fantastic area to be in the dub scene. When KGC was my business, we had a VW Dream Machine franchise. We really specialised in the modernisation and the radicalisation of vehicles and making them special and different, and that's what everybody was really able to do. One of the things about the 90s, early 90s, was the candy colours and the strange coloured paints that people were looking for. And as we were a paint specialist, we got to know a lot of the people who were doing these different jobs. This is a picture of the Wizard, and the Wizard is the reason why Volksfest started, because this was my car in the late 80s and it inspired me into all V-dub things. Now the Wizard is still going, it's still out there, and it actually won a prize recently, but it had been changed a little bit. But this is the 90s thing I was talking about. This young man in here, I think he's about 12 at the time, and it was a family show, and what we would do is we would go around giving out flyers, putting them onto windscreens of Beetles and buses around Bristol. Advertising to us was expensive. Anybody who advertised in newspapers and things were rich. We'd go to Run to the Sun, which was appropriately 2 weeks before Volksfest, perfect, and give out loads of flyers there and talk to people. Our friends would help us come along and do that. And it's great, all our mates stuck together, we worked to build the show, we worked to create the V-dub scene, but we're all mates, and that's what it was about.
Insight, foresight, more sight, the clock on the wall reads midnight.
I think my favourite venue is the current one, because we always wanted to be here. It's a strange thing, I grew up in Long Ashton, and I knew these fields, I knew these pasture lands, and I thought to myself when we were doing the shows, what a wonderful place it would be. Albeit it was a one-day show for a very long time, all we tried to do was to go into a better site, more facilities, and also we started to put bands onto a little stage. First year we had a platform which was provided by a farmer, just a trailer. The second year we had a lorry back with a sliding curtain. And lo and behold, that was about 97, I think. And there was a band called Everbloom from Yates who were headlining. And I think just underneath them, like second in the lineup, was a band called Muse from Cornwall who came up and played a set. And we look back on the times and those things were different. What does Volksfest mean to me? It means I see lots of happy, smiley faces, people enjoying themselves. It goes back through all the years. I've grown with the show. I've got lots of really good friends, mates from the Volkswagen scene. My family's grown with me. But what I really want to see from the show is everybody enjoy themselves and leave with a smile. I suppose what a lot of people don't see is behind the scenes here, and what is amazing is what the crew do. They work so hard, such long hours, and I've got to say thank you to all of them, all over the years. There's been so many people who've come, gone, some sadly gone, and yeah, it's a big thank you to everyone who worked so hard to put on this event and get it right for you guys. The other big thing that we mustn't forget are the clubs. Throughout the years, the clubs have come and supported us. All those people who come back regularly every year and really make this show special. So thank you to all the clubs. And of course, my favourite one, because I can't have favourites, can I? Remember, yeah, the symbol, the sign, the salute goes back all those years to camaraderie with VW people. And I think there always will be this camaraderie of people who want to go out and enjoy themselves with their mates in a safe environment. And Volksfest that's what will always be, a great place for people to smile. Well, it's been very emotional, really, just sat here talking about things, and I've been saying about my friends and family who have helped me through all those difficult and wonderful times, because there have been some awkward ones. And really, when you look at it, it's my hobby for 30 years. Became a job, really, over the last 30 years. And it's taken up all my time. People would not believe that, and I do say this, I do something for Volksfest every day. And there's a very, very, very special person who really has allowed me to do this and made Bristol Volksfest as much as I have. And that's Sue, my wife. I love you and thank you for being supportive and taking Bristol Volksfest from a car park in Almondsbury to 60 acres of magic farmland in Long Ashton.
The summer air by the seaside, the way it fills our lungs, the fire burns in the night sky. This life will keep us young, yeah, keep us young. I'm moving far away to a sunny place where it's just you and me. Feels like we're in a dream. You know what I mean. I'm moving far away to a sunny place where it's just you and me. Feels like we're in a dream. You know what I mean.
Focus.